You make your credit card payment every single month. You never miss it. So why does your balance barely move? Here's the brutal truth. That little minimum payment isn't helping you. It's quietly keeping you broke for years. The minimum payment feels responsible. You pay it, you breathe easy, you move on. But that calm is a trap. Banks designed that small number to feel painless on purpose, because the longer you owe them, the more money they make. Think about what your card company actually wants. They don't want you debt-free. They want you paying interest forever. Every month you only pay the minimum, you're handing them free money and barely touching what you really owe. So what is the minimum payment really? It's usually a tiny slice of your balance, often around 1 to 3%, or your interest plus a small bit of principal. It's built to be easy, and easy is exactly the problem. Here's the part nobody explains. Most of that minimum payment doesn't go toward your debt at all. It goes straight to interest. The principal, the actual money you borrowed, barely budges. You pay and stay stuck. Imagine bailing water out of a leaking boat with a teaspoon. That's a minimum payment. You're working hard, you feel busy, but the water keeps rising faster than you can scoop. The boat is your balance, and it's barely sinking. Now let's talk about how credit card interest actually works, because it's sneakier than you think. Your APR is an annual rate, but the card doesn't charge you once a year. It charges you every single day on what you owe. Here's the mechanic. They take your APR and divide it by 365 to get a daily rate. Then they apply that to your average daily balance, every day. So interest piles up while you sleep, eat, and scroll your phone. And it gets worse because that interest compounds. You start paying interest on your interest. The debt grows on top of itself like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and faster the longer you let it run. Let me show you a real example, and remember the numbers vary, so treat this as illustration only. Say you owe $5,000 at around 22% APR. You decide to pay only the minimum, about 2%. That's roughly $100 to start. Feels reasonable, right? But the minimum shrinks as your balance drops, so your payments get tinier and tinier. The math stretches your payoff out across an unbelievable stretch of your life. In this example, paying only the minimum could take you roughly 15 to 20 years to clear. 2 decades chained to one card. And the interest you'd pay over that time can total thousands, often more than the original $5,000. Read that again. You could end up paying more in interest than you ever borrowed in the first place. The card company basically gets your original loan back twice. That's not a payment plan. That's a slow, expensive trap. If you think this is rare, look around. Americans now owe over $1 trillion in credit card debt. That's trillion with a T. And average interest rates have climbed past 20%, the highest they've been in years. Here's something useful that most people ignore. Thanks to a law called the Card Act of 2009, every statement now has a minimum payment warning box. It tells you exactly how long minimum-only payments will take. That box also shows what minimum payments will truly cost you in total. So go grab your latest statement right now. Find that little box. Reading those 2 numbers might be the most motivating thing you do all month. Okay, enough doom. Let's talk escape, because you absolutely can break free. The strategy isn't complicated, and you don't need to be rich to use it. You just need a plan and a little stubbornness. Here's how it works. Step 1, and this is the big one. Always pay more than the minimum. Even a small fixed extra amount each month added on top slashes your payoff time dramatically and saves you a fortune in interest. Pick a number and commit. Why does paying extra work so well? Because every dollar above the minimum goes straight at the principal. You're finally hitting the real debt, not just the interest. That's how you turn a teaspoon into a bucket and start winning. Step 2. Attack your debt with a proven method. The avalanche means you throw extra money at the card with the highest APR first. That saves you the most in interest because you're killing your most expensive debt fastest. Prefer quick wins for motivation? Try the snowball instead. You pay off your smallest balance first, no matter the rate, then roll that payment into the next one. Each card you kill builds momentum and keeps you fired up. Step 3. Consider a 0% balance transfer card. These let you move your debt and pause the interest for a set window, often many months. Every payment during that time hits the principal hard. Just watch the transfer fee. Step 4. Just call and ask. Phone your card company and request a lower interest rate. It sounds too simple, but it works more often than you'd guess, especially if you've paid on time. One short call can save you real money. Step 5, and this one is non-negotiable. Stop adding new charges while you pay it down. You can't fill a hole while you keep digging. Put the card in a drawer, freeze it, delete it from your apps. I know debt feels heavy. Maybe you feel ashamed or stuck or like you'll never dig out. Let go of that. Millions of people have climbed out of way deeper holes than yours, and they started exactly where you are right now. You're not bad with money. You were just playing a game where the rules were hidden from you. Now you can see them. The minimum payment trick only works on people who don't understand it, and you're not that person anymore. Start small if you have to. An extra $20 or $50 on your highest rate card this month is a real powerful first move. Momentum beats perfection every time. The hardest part is starting, and you're already doing it. Let's lock this in. The minimum payment is designed to be easy and to keep you in debt. Most of it vanishes into interest, so your real balance barely moves while years and thousands of dollars quietly slip away from you. Remember how the interest works. It's calculated daily on your balance and it compounds, so you pay interest on interest. That $5,000 example could take 15 to 20 years and cost more than you ever borrowed. And remember the escape plan. Pay more than the minimum, attack with avalanche or snowball, look into a 0% transfer, call to negotiate your rate, and stop new charges cold. Do those, and the trap loses all its power. Pull up your statement, find that warning box, and pick one step to start this week. Just one. The bank is betting you'll do nothing and keep paying minimums forever. Prove them wrong. Your future self will thank you for it. Money you stop sending to interest is money that builds your life instead. Picture it going to savings, a trip, an emergency fund, real freedom. That's what's waiting on the other side of breaking this one stubborn habit. Every extra dollar you throw at your debt today is a dollar that stops working against you and starts working for you. That's the whole game. Small, steady, stubborn payments are how ordinary people beat the credit card machine. So make a decision right now before you click away. Promise yourself you'll never pay just the minimum again if you can help it. That one rule, kept month after month, can change your entire financial future. Make it now. You came here confused about why your balance never drops. Now you know exactly why and exactly what to do about it. The trap only works in the dark, and you just turn the lights on. Keep them on and keep going. Knowledge without action is just trivia, so don't let this be another video you nod along to and forget. Take one tiny step today, then another tomorrow. That's how the people who win with money actually do it. Be one of them. Quick question for you before you go. What's the biggest money habit you're trying to break this year? Drop it in the comments because saying it out loud makes it real, and your goal might be the push someone else needs. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button so more people find it, subscribe for simple money lessons every week, and share it with someone stuck paying minimums. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.